Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com. I'm also the author of the award-winning Fearless Tarot, How to Give a Positive Reading in Any Situation, which I'm offering signed copies of on my website, ElliotOracle.com. And I just want to thank you all for leaving the kind reviews. I'm glad you like your signed copy with the little card picked for you and the message. So thanks for writing those. And if you haven't written a review for Fearless Tarot on Amazon or anywhere else, I totally welcome you to do that. So thank you so much. So it is time for this week's Oracle Reveal. Earlier today on Instagram, I placed up a photo of 3 different animals, and I asked you to use your intuition and just to ask yourself which animal's calling to you, because that animal has your message. And the animals were the parrot, the dragonfly, and the lizard. So if you're just joining me now, ask yourself which animal's calling to you, because that is your message. For those of you who picked the parrot, the card says, watch your words. And parrot mimics words, and often it will be a symbol for language and communication. And our words are so important. Once they leave our lips, they go out into the air and they go on forever. And they have the power to build people up or improve their day or totally wreck somebody. And so it's really important that you're taking responsibility for your words, both verbal words and also unspoken words through body language. So just make sure that what you're contributing to the collective with your communication is something that's helping the energy and not hindering it. First card for Parrot is where it's best to place your focus. And we got the Temperance card. And the Angel of Temperance is all about restoring balance and moderation. The angel pours 1 full cup of water into an empty cup. And what this symbolizes is that this week for Parrot, it's important that you're replenishing the part of you that's been running on empty. Also, it's important to have a balance right now. The angel has 1 foot on the dry land and 1 foot in the pool of water. This represents both being in touch with your feelings, but not being swept out to sea by them. And also being grounded in reality, but not becoming boring or completely mundane. So I just think that both realms are going to be so necessary for the parrot spirit to really thrive this next week. And this could also be a time when you're really healing with your words, when you're really using your words to replenish or heal something in someone else's heart, something that they might need to hear. So it's important to speak what your intuition is leading you to say. And then your advice from your inner wisdom is actually the Page of Wands. Interesting, he's got a little red feather in his cap, and it reminds me of the parrot's red feathers. The Page of Wands, whenever I see this card, I just think the word talent. There's a talent that's being cultivated here. Maybe it's a talent with communications, how you're speaking, especially if you're attracted to parrot. And I just think that this is a talent that you're going to be growing slowly but surely. But you do want to say, you do want to bring out those words into the world. The Page of Wands is holding a wand in front of him that's a lot taller than he is. It's like a measuring rod, and he hasn't fully grown into it yet. And this could indicate that with your own talents right now, you're still growing into them. You're still kind of learning how to wield that power, but yet you should still move forward with it. So just believe in your talent and replenish that which needs to be fulfilled within you. And the mythic archetype that's going to help you with all of this is actually the 4 winds. So with all this communication and putting out words into the air, I think this is appropriate. The 4 winds each had a different temperature or temperament. And so there is a sense that what you're communicating, it has to be in alignment with the sort of temperature you're trying to set in your environment. If the 4 winds are guiding you as well, it could indicate that the winds are about to change and your own course is about to shift. And it's important that you're following where that momentum is leading you. But I just feel with all of these cards, there's something important for Parrot to say. There's something really healing. And there's also something that's a talent that's going to be developed with your communication. And you do want to just put that out into the air. The next archetype is the Dragonfly spirit, and this card says truth transcends illusion. And the iridescent dragonfly is known for its ability to put on an illusion. And sometimes this card challenges you to break through your own illusions, to not just settle for the image of being something, but to actually bring it, to actually let your authentic self be attached to that as well. And I just think truth is going to set you free if you're attracted to Dragonfly this next week. So really follow the truth as your own moral compass toward your true north. first card for Dragonfly is where it's best to place your focus. And we got the Queen of Pentacles. We see her a lot on the Oracle Reveal. My finger's covering her little rabbit that's in the garden with her. And rabbits can be symbols for good fortune, good luck, absolutely. And the Queen of Pentacles is prosperous. But rabbits can also be a symbol for anxiety or fear. And the Queen of Pentacles has a job to do. So if this is your card, this could indicate that it's important to focus on the job at hand right now, not on the nattering rabbit in the garden that's making you like nervous or anxious about what's coming, but instead to stay focused on your goal. That's what's really going to help you move forward. And the Queen of Pentacles is also a card of patience. So you might need to be patient while everything is coming into full fruition in the garden. But I think that with the Queen of Pentacles, anything with your work or success or long-term goals or investments is a really wise thing. And you still want to act on this thing, even if your fear is giving you the heebie-jeebies before you go into it. The advice from your inner wisdom is actually the Tower card. And here's where maybe that anxiety from the rabbit is getting activated. The Tower card represents the dismantling of an illusion. And although it's a destructive looking image in the tarot, for me, it's one of the most profound and healing because it clears away anything from your life that isn't real, that isn't authentic. The people from the tower are prisoners of their own making. They're trapped in their head. In fact, the top of a tower is a crown, which symbolizes us rationalizing everything away. And that lightning bolt is the bolt that the universe will send to eject you from the thing that's keeping you separated from that grounded reality of what your purpose is. And I just feel like it's time to get out of your head and back to the earth. The people are falling to the earth. The Queen of Pentacles is the queen of the earth. This is going to be a time to get back to reality. And the mythic archetype that's going to help you is actually Lachesis. She's the second of the three fates, and she's the fate of luck. She's also the one who measures the line for how long a life is going to be. And she says, you know what, I'm going to allot you this much time, but what you do with that time is up to you. And when we see the Tower card next to the Queen of Pentacles, it's saying it's time to get away from anything that isn't your authentic purpose anymore and really do the work that's meaningful for you and make best use of that life strand that you can. And then finally, we got the Lizard animal spirit. And this card says, dream the world into being. And the lizard is all about dreams and all about getting messages through your dreams, paying attention to them. This might be a time when you really need to listen to your own unconscious thoughts or attitudes. First card for lizard is where it's best to place your focus. And we actually got the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is rather the opposite of dreams. He's what will tell you what you should do. You know, you should be doing this. You should be doing that. You know, these are the rules. And I almost get the sense with the lizard that it's time to break away from the shoulds. It's time to get away from these structures that are limiting you. Sometimes the King of Swords can represent societal attitudes that you've outgrown, or sometimes he can represent a really restrictive environment that you're just bursting at the seams to get it free from. But I think that this could be a time to get less restricted and to stand up to that sort of belief. And then the advice from your inner wisdom is actually a more empowered use of the sword. It's Lady Justice. And Justice holds that sword of truth and clarity. She's telling you to be true to yourself, to listen to your own truth. These are both cards as well of the law. So if there is a legal issue or something like that around you, these cards could indicate that this will go in your favor, that the law will be on your side. But Lady Justice, for me, more than just a legal pursuit, is also just an archetype of the truth, staying in your integrity, and really spelling out to others what you expect, what the truth is for you. And then finally, the mythic archetype that's going to help you, appropriately so, is Artemis, the goddess of selfhood, independence. She's true to herself. She escapes from the shoulds of what society says, and she runs free in the woods. So this could be a time when you let your own spirit run free, when you follow your own truth, when you break out of these calcified parameters that you've been suffocating within. Artemis is saying, take a run underneath the moon. Get out in the woods again. Spend times with animals and nature. You know, be around dogs. It just looks like a good time to really be free. And that is this week's Oracle. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can always schedule a session with me at elliotoracle.com. Otherwise, I hope you all have a safe and happy week, and I will see you again next time, so take care.